You got to give respect to the power of the female. You got to accept it strong. You see, if we don't accept that, if we don't acknowledge that, then we're going to be lying to ourselves, and we're going to be like some people where they're just they're resentful toward the woman. It's like this displaced anger because they're pissed off that the women they have power. They don't like to feel this this magnetism that the women have over them. They don't want to feel that effect. This is why they used to burn them. You know, back in the day, they used to call them witches because they're like, you're doing a spell on me, because I was fine, and then all of a sudden you walk by, and you're this innocent energy. Not all women emanate that, but some do. Those are the real strong ones. I made a video about that, like the healing power of women scare men, something like that. Check that out if the subject interests you. So they'll these guys back in the day. I always forget the name. It's the Holy Institution. Wow, I remembered this time. That was a period of a few centuries where they would burn the women up because they thought they were witches. These idiot priests, because they felt the power. When a woman would walk by, it would shake them up. You know, they'd get all discombobulated. And they're like, you're doing something to me. You're, you know, and devil's working through you because I'm a priest and I'm a celibate and I'm cool. And, you know, what I do with the altar boys, that's nobody's business. But the women, they shouldn't have this effect on me, right? And so then they burn them because, well, number one, they haven't transcended anything. They probably just wanted to be a priest because of some power, and so then they had to take the vows of celibacy, but they were nowhere near ready to take such vows. They need to be watching these videos. You know, they didn't have them back then. You guys see how hard it is. Well, you see, like, what do you think? They're different. So they didn't. You guys are a lot higher than that because you I think some of you recognize the pull toward the female energy, especially if they have this innocent quality, if they're aware, if they're emanating that, which if they're healthy and balanced, they should be. This time and age, there's not a lot of healthy, balanced people. Everyone's trying to get a dopamine hit, and the girls are working you to get to also get a dopamine hit, but also to get you know, we're living in a hard time, so they want a guy to help take care of them, and so they're going to use that attraction, that try to stimulate the energy in you so that you like him and take care of, you know, all these games are playing. And the guys, their self-esteem's low and they're insecure, and so they need this female attraction to make them feel good, and so the motives are all screwed up. So I'm talking about a girl who's comfortable with herself, who knows herself, and if she does, there's going to be an innocent quality energy that emanates from her. You see, it's like this. See, women are like children on some level. It's not a derogatory mark. They're like children in the sense that they're in touch with this innocent quality. When a woman's just being a woman, man, she's super attractive. Okay, in case you don't know. And so when they're in that state, and we're like preserving our semen, so we're already. If you're releasing your semen, it's like you're not really. It desensitizes you so much that it's hard to be attracted to anything. That's why you just keep needing a stronger hit, and then the internet will give that to you. You know, these porn sites. I wonder how they're going to be some decades from now. Like if there's going to be some just crazy, like it was already crazy stuff, but I mean, like, is it going to be more easily accessible? Because the ante keeps on raising. It's like cold as heck out, man, and that makes me cough. The weather's tripping too. Like things, you know, we're in a special time. Things are changing, and it's good. So embrace that. Preserve your semen. You can handle whatever comes. Like, whatever. You got to realize this body's not who you are, and this planet's not your home. So you have to realize that. And then you can kind of flow, whatever. You can chill. Like they're having a strike now, and because the prices are raised. And so the indigenous, they're like, no, we're not going to have that. Government, you got to you can't do that. So then they don't play here. Like they strike, and they'll strike until the stuff gets handled. And so I'm needing to get my visa handled, and I can't do it now because they're striking. But it's like, okay, this is life. It's like I said, if we realize this isn't our true home, you can kind of accept things easier. We're only going to be here for a short time, It's like that, really. When you're taking your last breath, it's like, what happened? Like, was I even here? So you need to realize that now. And when you're preserving your semen, you can realize that better, and you have this strength to accept that. You don't get fearful or depressed. Some people get depressed if they really start to look at the true reality. It's like, no, I don't want to think about that. So let's get back to female attraction. When you respect and honor the power that a certain thing, we're talking about women right now, when you honor that something has some power, you get some power. You're empowered. And I don't know if I finished my last thought when I said what really makes them powerful is when I said they're like children, they have an innocent quality like children. That's how they're childlike. It's very attractive because of the ego. There's no ego, Some have ego, yeah, there's always exceptions. But they're for the most part, they're, especially when they're resting when they have some inner alignment, some balance, they emanate a very pure energy. And this is what's so attractive. And if a guy is super out of balance and doesn't know who he is, he's going to be super hungry for that. And then crimes get committed, and because this attraction becomes perverted. And that's what happens. That's what happens with when people do bad things to children. This is how it works. The energy's really pure, and they're like a dead man walking, and so they need that energy. Okay? I'm assuming most aren't on that level. Usually those people don't watch this stuff, So what do? When you accept this power, you see, you got to have a sense of balance in yourself already. If you're on a longer streak, see, this is the dichotomy. The more you preserve your semen, I made a video about this, the more you're going to be attracted to women. That's how it works, because you're more sensitive, and so you're going to feel this natural pull toward this innocent energy that they emanate. You're going to feel that, like you should. So that's maybe it's not a negative side, but that's the kind of challenging part. But the positive part is you're going to be in a stronger place inside yourself too. You're going to have more power, more inner power to not get taken over by, you can say, these lower habits and these instinctual demands by the mind to just try to trap this energy that you're being pulled to. You're gonna you'll be able to chill. You have a little. You're gonna feel it. This is the whole thing. You see, we can't run from life. It doesn't work. You got to feel. Let yourself feel attracted to this being, but stay cool with it. Don't run from it. Don't turn it in. Don't let the energy go down, and then activate the sex center, and then the mind starts with all its lust. You don't have to do that. Just stay with the energy. Just feel it. Just feel it. Like, yeah, this is strong. Let it. It gives you energy. Actually, if you don't waste it. This is transmutation. This is alchemy. you feel like God's sending you a being to give you energy. And if you don't, it's like that energy can be transmuted into some higher, you can get a high. You can get a high from it. It can transmute into some kind of buzz, some kind of like the life force gets stimulated. Anytime life force gets stimulated and flows better, you feel good. It's like a natural euphoria. It's not like dopamine hits. It's different. This is higher level energy. So this is what you want to feel. And the only way to do that is when you accept the situation, the moment as it is. And you feel the tendency to kind of go back into a lower habit. You let yourself feel that. It's cool. But should be enough inner power in you. And if you may not be able to do that, it's not about perfection. Just start the process. There should be enough inner power. Just try it for a few seconds or a minute. Let yourself feel this and don't do anything. And then let the consciousness transmute that into some higher quality. It'll bring you to a higher state. And women respect that. They like it and they'll be attracted to you. But then that's the next stage. Then you're like, oh man, I can use this as a technique. I'm going to be cool when I'm feeling this energy. And then I'll get more female attraction. That'll be the next thing people make videos on, Because the ego, it's always there. It's looking how to turn something in to use for its own purpose. See, I'm trying to debunk the ego. So my female attraction videos are a little different. Those that have been watching know this. And those who are ready at a certain point in your evolution, you want this. You want to hear this because this knowledge isn't so widely accessible in this time and age. So it should be, I think you value it. And that's how it should be. When we value something, then we get it. We can, we want it. And so then it can be assimilated in us because something wants it. If we're just curious and stuff, it doesn't really, okay, that's beginning stage. But those who are really ready to transform, then you manifest certain books or videos or people that will, it's like your higher self is speaking to you. So you already know this somewhere. It just needs to be more activated and woken up. And this is what the videos are for. So don't fight, that's the message of the video. Don't fight the female energy. Don't dismiss it. Don't be resentful to it. Accept it. God made it like that. And transmute it. Alchemize that female energy. And that's what you do. And don't go looking for it. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go find me some female energy so I can alchemize it. See, that's again the mind trap. All you got to do is show up in life. You just show up, right? And the universe prescribes you the situations that you need at the right time. You won't even be looking for them. All of a sudden, you'll just be there. There's been times it's crazy how it happened. You'll just be in a situation. There'll be maybe 5 women who you find attractive. You're in the solidness of your being in that moment. They sense that. They're like absorbing your energy. They like it. And they're attracted to it. And you feel that. So you're aware. And then it's like, something's like, uh-oh, this is game day. Not in a frantic way, but you just realize, like, okay, this is a special situation. I'm not in this situation all the time. Ooh, let's see how I'm going to be. Am I going to be cool? Am I going to be, like, insecure and get scared? Or am I going to play a role like, yeah, you ain't going to do nothing to me? Or am I going to be really in the moment? I'm going to appreciate the energy they're giving. I'm going to smile maybe. And the smile is like, this is strong, huh? Like you can feel it. It's like you don't say that, but you're kind of emanating that with your smile and energy, and they may unconsciously emanate that back without knowing it. Like, yeah, this is pretty strong. That's a cool situation. See, this is what life's about. That's what it is. All right, have a good day.